The music, the costumes, the hair. There's only one ABBA. And after decades of going their own way,
Their story is filled with heartbreak, resilience, and a love for music that never died. At the heart of it all is Benny Andersson, the quiet genius whose songs continue to echo across generations. Benny was born in Stockholm in 1946, surrounded by music from the very start. His father and grandfather played the accordion, and by the age of 6, he was already learning to play. When he finally got his own piano, he taught himself to master it, inspired by rock and roll greats like Elvis Presley. By 15, school no longer interested him. His future was in music. That choice led him to youth clubs, local bands, and eventually, fatherhood at a young age. Everything changed in 1964 when Benny joined the Hep Stars, a Swedish pop sensation that turned him into a teen idol. But it wasn't long before he crossed paths with Bjorn Ulvaeus, and the two quickly bonded over songwriting. Their partnership sparked something extraordinary, and soon, their personal lives intertwined when Benny met Annie Frid Lyngstad and Bjorn fell in love with Agnetha Faltskog. 4 voices, 2 couples, and what would become one of the most iconic bands in history. By the early 1970s, ABBA was born. Their breakthrough came in 1974 with Waterloo, winning Eurovision and launching them onto the world stage. Hits like SOS, Fernando, Knowing Me, Knowing You, and of course, Dancing Queen made them global superstars. For years, ABBA's music dominated charts, and their tours drew massive crowds, especially in Europe and Australia. But while their fame soared, their personal lives were unraveling. Behind the scenes, both marriages began to collapse. Bjorn and Agnetha divorced in 1979, and Benny and Frida followed 2 years later. Songs like The Winner Takes It All felt like reflections of their heartbreak, even if they denied it. The tension, the pressure, and the emotional toll eventually brought ABBA to an end in 1982. Their final television appearance marked the close of a chapter that defined an era. After ABBA's split, Benny and Bjorn never stopped creating. They wrote musicals like Chess and later Mamma Mia, which became a global stage and film phenomenon, keeping ABBA's spirit alive. Agnetha and Frida stepped away from the spotlight, facing personal struggles, but occasionally returned with solo projects. Yet for decades, fans begged for one thing: a reunion. That dream came true in 2021 with Voyage, ABBA's first new album in 40 years. Alongside it came the groundbreaking ABBA Voyage concert in London, where digital avatars of the band perform in their 1970s glory. The show has been a massive success, drawing over 1 million fans and pumping hundreds of millions into the UK economy. But for many, the most emotional moments have been when the real members themselves appear. Just recently, in 2025, Benny and his former wife Frida made a surprise appearance at a Voyage anniversary show in London. Standing side by side, they thanked fans for nearly 50 years of love and support. It was a rare moment that reminded the world of their shared history, not just as musicians, but as people who lived through love, loss, and extraordinary success together. Today, Benny Andersson is 78 years old, still a legend, still creating, and still letting the music speak louder than words. And while ABBA's marriages may not have lasted, their music has. The songs remain timeless, a soundtrack for joy, heartbreak, and everything in between. So here's the question for you. Do you think ABBA's breakups were the real reason the band ended, or would their story have taken the same turn anyway? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget, hit like, subscribe, and turn on that bell so you never miss another story from StarLoop News. Because here, the legends never fade.